Hello everyone, I'm Jordan and I'm joined by Max.
Hey guys.
And we're here to talk about Apex Legends Season 3, which Max got a behind-the-scenes look at during a preview event. I am incredibly jealous because I'm a huge Titanfall and Apex Legends fan, and I wish I could have gone, couldn't go. So I'm here to bug you about it and have you tell me what you saw.
This was the most content-packed season I've seen so far. I can safely say pretty much everything has changed. The map has changed, there's a new legend, there's an entirely new meta with the guns and the legends themselves, there's new game mechanics, there's a new weapon as well. There's just so much content packed into this. I'd say this probably has more content than 1 and 2 combined, maybe.
The fact that you even mentioned that we're getting a new map at all, like Season 2 only introduced, it was a substantial map change, but that was pretty much all it was. We were still in Kings Canyon, but now we're getting a whole new map, World's Edge. So you got to try it. What's the difference? Is it the same size? Is there similar environmental hazards? What's the deal with it?
There's so many different mechanics in this map compared to Kings Canyon. There's lava, which damages you. There's water springs, which launch you up and balloon you just like a jump tower would. There's a golden vault where it's a secret key. I never found it. They get just massive amounts of epic gold and purple loot. It's kind of hard to gauge it right now. I'm sure there will be a clear number at some point, but it seems like it's at least 2 to 3 times larger than Kings Canyon.
But can we land on the train? I want to know about the train.
Oh,
Max.
yes. Yes, there's multiple ways to land on the train, actually. So you can either just fly in on it, you can wait for it to stop, you can jump in on it. There's also zip lines that go over it, so you can kind of zip line onto them. There's one clip that I had where I was trying to catch up to it on the very back and it was slowing down. It felt like a Wild West movie, or I was trying to catch up to the caboose. It was really cool. There's so many stories that's going to come out of this map that when players jump in and play that they'll be able to share.
And to kind of help us explore this new map, we're finally getting a new recon character. Bloodhound is no longer the only recon legend. Now we have Crypto. So you actually got to try him. What are his abilities? What's he like?
So he has his drone, which is a tactical ability. He deploys it and he's stationary. He just controls the drone by itself. It flies around, it pings enemies, it opens boxes, it opens doors, and it also has the ultimate, which is the EMP, which is a massive blast radius. It goes through walls and buildings too. So this is a complete sphere radius that this stuns enemies and does 50 shield damage and destroys all traps. So it's a great ultimate actually. His passive is his pinging with the drone. That information is relayed to your teammates just like Bloodhounds would. He's definitely an interesting character to try out for sure.
Awesome. I know that you're going to be doing a full breakdown of his abilities, so if someone's at least interested in buying Crypto, they can at least watch that video to get a general idea of how each of those abilities work and how they can kind of pair and counter some of the other legends in the game. So you also mentioned that we are getting a new weapon, and we've known about this for a while. It's the Charge Rifle, which was a Titan killing weapon in Titanfall and Titanfall 2, and now it's being used in an infantry sense in the Apex game. So does it behave exactly like its Titanfall counterpart, or is it a little different?
I'm not the best person to ask for that because I never played Titanfall. I should have played Titanfall, but I can safely say that I did play Halo 3, and the Spartan Laser is very similar to this gun. It has an initial charge line, which actually does damage enemies, and then it does a final shot, burst shot, which does a pretty good amount of damage. It's a fairly good weapon. It's not a crate weapon, so you can pick it up off the ground like a regular loot pool weapon, which is great because we don't have to go hunting around for that weapon now. It can just be anywhere in the map.
I say it's kind of like the Havoc. It's just a weapon that you just are going to find now on this new map.
Yeah, and it's very good on ammo too, so it's very easy to use.
Because some of the other weapons that we've previously used, they've also now changed just because their hop-ups are gone. The Disruptor ammo is gone and the Skull Piercer is gone, which kind of dampens the effects of guns like the RE45 and the Wingman. But we're getting new hop-ups now, too, that are going to transform previous old guns in brand new ways. So what do?
So the double tap trigger goes on the G7 Scout and the EVA 8 Auto Shotgun. Both of these get the ability to shoot 2 shots really quickly successively after another one trigger pull. There's also an Anvil Receiver hop-up, which is new for the 301. It's the first time there's a hop-up for the 301, and the Flatline as well. So you have to change the fire mode to semi-automatic for both these weapons for the hop-up to work, and it does just a massive amount of damage. So because of these new hop-ups removed and added, the weapon meta has just changed so much. Previously strong weapons are now much weaker, and weapons that you normally would not use are now very strong.
So we have a new map, we have a new legend, we have a new gun, we have old guns now performing in new ways? Are there any other like new mechanics like coming in Season 3?
Yes, there is. There's even more gameplay mechanics as well. There are new voice lines that the Legends were given to warn you when you are getting third-partied, which is amazing. And this mechanic can give you the edge when you're getting attacked by another party. And that's great information if you're wanting to get out of a situation where there's just too many enemies, or if you don't know if the enemies that you're shooting at are with each other. It clears that information up to tell you like, okay, this is a hectic situation. There's more than one squad. Do you want to stay in the fight, or do you want to get out? There's also another mechanic of quips, which also lets you kind of trash talk in the game.
You think you're not being watched right now. Don't be an idiot.
And enemies can hear this. So now you can trash talk through your legend at other enemies, which is totally cool. It's another like social aspect to this, which is great, and possibly tactical too, which can like distract enemies.
Like you said, there's a lot of new stuff coming in Season 3, but there are some things about Season 2 that we really enjoyed here at GameSpot. Like I really liked the limited time events when Wraith and Octane took over the arena. Can we expect more of those limited time events in the future with Season 3?
So they did tease some sort of Halloween event. Saw a little teaser of Gibraltar being spooky in the dark, which is kind of weird, but it's very fitting for something that would come in October, which is like Halloween time. So we're expecting something in late October for a special event. Also, a new ranked mode is going to be in play. People are going to be dropping 1.5 tiers, and the RP system is going to be changed tremendously. It's going to be very heavy penalties for people who leave in the middle of the game, and a much higher RP gain for every win and every kill that you get now.
These are massive changes for an already pretty awesome game, but like it's gonna be interesting.
Literally everything in this game is changing, which is just awesome. They didn't expect this massive upsurge when the game first came out, and they've been kind of spinning their wheels for a bit to like try to catch up to the content. I think this season they finally got their traction, and they're just pumping out a whole bunch of new stuff, which is great.
Well, thank you, Max. That was Season 3 for Apex Legends. Some of the new stuff that you can expect. We're getting a new map, we're getting a new legend, we're getting a new weapon, we're getting new buffs and debuffs, new hop-ups. We're getting a whole bunch of new stuff. So be on the lookout for our coverage of Apex Legends Season 3 as the season continues to evolve and we experience more supposedly limited time events like this apparent Halloween event. We'll also be covering a few other games like Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, which is getting its expansion release on the same day as Apex Legends Season 3. So that'll be fun. Bye-bye.